Franchises are seen as a safer form of startup than other business. Franchising has seen incredible growth over the past few years, particularly here in the Middle East, where several international companies are looking to expand and also emerge. Estimates indicate that franchising projects represent 50% of retail business models worldwide, with a total value of $9 billion, 5% of which is represented by the Middle East. Homegrown franchises are increasing as well and have a great potential in the rest of the Middle East, and some of them even on a global level. Well, on the line is Matthew Shea, who is President and CEO of the International Franchise Association. Matthew, thanks for joining us today on the line. And how much is the franchising sector worth currently, do you think, in the UAE?
Franchising in the UAE will be worth about $30 billion US this year, and we see that number continuing to rise. We expect that even in this challenging economy, that there will be entrepreneurs who will find opportunities, who will have access to the capital they need to make the initial investments in those businesses, and take advantage of the unique flexibility of franchising to meet the needs and the demands of a changing consumer marketplace.
Could you give us a breakdown of the different sectors within franchising and their market share?
Well, franchising now operates in virtually every retail business you could imagine. So you get franchises not only in the more prominent sectors of hospitality, lodging, and food, but also in a range of services in automotive, in real estate, in technology, in education, in children's services, in senior care services, in health care. The breakdowns, though, are along the traditional lines. Food service probably accounts for about 1/3 of all franchise activity. Hospitality and lodging is another 10 to 15%. And then the remaining half or so is divided between automotive and service businesses generally.
Now, Matthew, are there guidelines that have to be followed by a franchisee, and how is this generally monitored?
Well, individual countries do have national franchise associations, and so one of the ways in which a franchise investor may evaluate the quality of the prospect and the franchisor is to look through that association.
To what extent should we, for example, receive the same service level and quality from a franchise business here in Dubai and, let's say, in New York?
Well, that's the ultimate goal of a franchise business, is to become a seamless network of independently operated outlets, each of which delivers the same product with the quality and service that you would find in any other location. It's true that there are variances in the product lines and in the services offered from region to region to fit cultural and customary norms there. But in general, the product ought to be the same whether you get it in New York or Dubai or Doha or Delaware.
How will non-retail franchises grow in market share in 2009, do you think?
Well, at least in the U.S., our members remain very optimistic about the prospects for franchising. As the unemployment rate increases, as there are increasingly numbers of individuals who are formerly in other industries looking for things to do, the quality of the franchise investor pool will increase, and many of those individuals will find their way into franchising. And so we're generally optimistic about the prospects for franchising over the course of the next year.
In what ways is the global credit crisis taking its toll on the business, and is the worst to come, do you think?
Well, the global credit crisis is the single greatest challenge that we face today. That's the problem that most franchises have at the moment, because there are significant numbers of individuals who would like to invest in a franchise, but many of those individuals are having challenges coming up with the capital they need to start the business. So our primary focus right now is to help those franchisees access the capital they need to start businesses. As to whether it will become worse in the future, I don't know the answer to that, but I think that the concerted efforts of governments across the globe will ensure that the banking and financial institutions get the support they need in order to get credit flowing again.
Is the franchise business very template, almost contract-driven, or do long negotiations have to take place and agreements have to be rewritten?
Well, in order to achieve that consistency in terms of the quality of the products and services from location to location, there is a basic operating plan that is standardized And so in terms of the negotiation that goes on, there's not a significant negotiation between a franchisor and its franchisees about the specific terms and conditions. It is fairly straightforward, but again, depending upon the region in which that franchisee is going to operate the business, depending on the sophistication of the particular operator, there may be changes that are necessary to tailorize or customize the business for that particular region.
Okay, well, that's where we'll leave it for now. Matthew Shea, many thanks for your time.
Well, thank you, Greg.
Last week, we gave you the opportunity to win copies of the book Generation Dubai by author Bijan Khezri. Thanks for all your replies. Here comes a list of the winners who wrote to us and told us why they would like a copy of the book. A signed copy is now theirs. Well, that's it for this edition of Inside Business. You can contact the programme as ever by writing to ib@city7tv.com. For now, from all of us on the business desk, goodbye and thanks for watching.